Hi everybody, it's day 6 of Speaker Bootcamp over in Tenerife, 1 day left, and today, as with every other day, there's been some fantastic teaching from Mr. Moore, and just one thought which I want to pull out of the many great teaching points that I was scribbling in my notebook today is the idea that as speakers maybe we could apply the 70-20-10 principle. Now, if you're involved with Progressive on the property side, you'll probably know all about the 70-20-10 principle. Very briefly, the idea is that we'd apply 70% of our time and effort to a single principal property strategy, that could be buy-to-let or HMOs, and then have a secondary strategy to which we apply 20% of our time and effort. And that could be a strategy which at the moment we're not quite ready to make it into our main strategy. And then the 10 could be almost like setting aside time, 10% of our time, to perhaps learn a strategy ready for the future, which we can then incorporate within our portfolio of strategies, if that makes sense. Well, the idea is perhaps as trainers we should be thinking along similar lines. So for example, what are you interested in? Are you interested in doing property? In which case maybe 70% of your efforts in speaking and training should be geared towards doing property related courses and trainings, for example. And this makes a lot of sense because what we want to do, probably should be doing as trainers, is building our brand. And building our brand implies that we're known for something in particular. So it could be very confusing for our target market or our target audience if we're seen as being the property guy one day or the Amazon guy the next day and perhaps the social media guy the next day. And particularly if we're sort of putting equal amounts of time and effort in, what are you actually an expert in? What do you actually stand for? So I just thought that was a very interesting point, maybe something to consider.